east, to the west. Now, Foxfield is a controlled airspace.
It's controlled airspace.
A steep turn in here?
We are too low.
Too low?
And the RPMs are very low too.
Oh, this is fine. I'm enjoying this. This is what flying all about, anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
Malibu traffic, white and blue Skyhawk, 2,500 over Point Doom, descending 1,500. Malibu traffic. Aerobatic box, RV6 Lima Papa is 21 miles to the east. We're landing at Santa Paula, please advise the traffic. Santa Paula Aerobatic box, white light sports operating south of 126 east of Grants Canyon, 3,000 and below. Okay, I'll stay over the 126, currently at 5,000 feet, and I'll delay my descent.
Traffic 1 white 150 will be 3,000 and below over the city of Stillmore.
Okay, thank you. I'll stay high.
A lot of Jordan, when you fly on top of it, is like this.
Oh, really? Like this?
Yeah.
Flat?
Flat and desert. Mountains, that type of mountains. Not too many trees, but is this the canal that goes through close to us to the San Fernando? If we can follow that, that means I can find home.
Yeah. You know what? This one goes to Palmdale.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
windy here.
A little bit. That's why those windmills are there.
Yeah. But from here we can intercept 14, right?
Yeah. Like fly heading 140.
140?
Yeah. But you need to climb a little bit more.
Oh, the mountains.
Yeah. It's amazing that we can fly.
Yeah. Thank God.
Got another little lake.
Ah, yeah. Pond.
Uh-huh.
A bunch of them in Oklahoma. For the cows.
Miami Valley practice area, black and white, north of the 118 westbound, 3,500.
By 170. 160, 170.
Miami Valley practice area, black and white, Cessna 118, 23 interchange, gonna go south along the 23. Now I'm at 3,500.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Is this the San Andreas fault?
Yeah. I think it is. Oh, you are good. That's Castaic.
Yeah, that's Castaic, yeah. And that's the intersection over there.
That's the Newell Pass?
Yeah.
I'm maintaining 6,000.
Good.
I think we can beat these mountains.
Yep. Very nice.
Beautiful, look at this.
Look at that.
Oh, wow. Like we are standing still.
Yep. So why Iran? It's all the time or most of the time fighting against Israel.
That's a long story.
Is it?
Yeah.
So it's not gonna end?
No. You know, both people, the Palestinians and the Jews or the Israelis, they claim this is their homeland. Okay? So basically, it's a non-ending story, you know? There were always Arabs.
Very black and white stuff. 101.22.
There was always Arabs and Jews who lived in that part, because the Arabs and the Jews actually are the same ethnic people. They're both Semitic. They both belong to Abraham, you know? But with the different religions, that created an issue too. Traditionally, Palestine was inhabited by so many tribes and so many people, historically. And then in the Bible and the Quran and all these, it says that God promised that land to the Jews. He did, you know, and they established a kingdom, and that lasted for, 100 years or over. But there were always Jewish people in that part of the world. And then with the Romans coming in and conquering that part of the land and taking the Jews as slaves to Europe, they basically scattered and all over the world. But you know, they always have an inspiration for the Jewish people to re-establish their homeland that was taken from them about 2,000 years ago before. And started with the Middle East being conquered by Britain. Britain was in control of the whole Middle East, basically most of it. And during World War II, you know what happened with the Jewish people and the what do you call it, the Holocaust. Their leaders, you know, figured that the only way to be safe is to have our own homeland. And they thought about different places in the world, but the most one that they can claim is Palestine. But they cannot go to Palestine because at one time it was under the Ottoman Empire. It was ruled by the Ottomans. And but with the collapse of the Ottoman Empire and the British coming in control of Palestine and the conclusion of World War II, and before that, there were a lot of promises on the part of the Western powers that controlled the area to create a homeland for the Jewish people in Palestine. So they encouraged slowly immigration first, and these people lived among Arabs, you know, they were worked together and everything, but their goal was to establish a state, and the Arabs were not aware of that. Basically, they were asleep. To the point where there were mass immigration of Jewish people from Europe, and by the time, you know, the British Empire decided we are not responsible for Palestine anymore, there were hundreds of thousands of Jewish people living in Palestine, and they wanted their own homeland. Now the Arabs who lived there, you know, I told you to learn the story.
No, it's okay.
The Arabs who lived there realized what the plans are, so the fighting starts between the settlers and the new immigrants and the Arabs. And then the United Nations interfered and divided the country into two parts, one Jewish, one Arab. And from that time to now, there is fight and disagreement over who is, you know, who has the right to live in that part. The Arabs claim we've been there first, the Jews claim we've been there first, so. And the only way to do it is to live peacefully and live together. That's it. There's no other way. You know, you cannot tell 7 million Jews go back to Europe or go back wherever. You can't.
Right.
So you know, we have to live peacefully. And by the way, like if you go to my hometown or my village, this is my village right there. That's Israel right there. I mean, we fly over Israel in 6 minutes. From the Mediterranean to the Jordanian border is 6 minutes. So imagine, this is Tel Aviv. That one there is Jordan, Noel Pass.
Blue and white 150 is leaving the box towards the southwest.
Wow.
And you know what happened mainly with the Jewish people living for 2,000 years or more in Europe, their culture changed. So it became European. It's not Middle Eastern anymore, you know.
Right.
And you know, there's a lot of issues to deal with. There's Arab Jews, you know, who are actually, they speak Arabic and they live there forever. They didn't, you know, they've been always there. So it's a very complicated issue right now.
Yeah, it is.
My home country, Jordan, they established a peace treaty with Israel. So now we have peace, which is the right thing to do.
Yep.
Okay.
That's unbelievable that human beings.
Yeah. I see traffic. Right there.
Omar. Mark. Stay on the north side.
What's that?
Stay on the north side.
Alright.
I'm just cutting through, I'll be over the power lines in a second.
You got it.